Well, there are now 4 candidates officially running for Knoxville mayor. The primary election is 1 year away, and here are the candidates so far. Marshall Stair, a city councilman and attorney. Mike Chase, president of the Copper Cellar Restaurant Group. India Kincannon, a former Knox County School Board member and former program manager for the city. And Eddie Manis, owner of Prestige Cleaners, former deputy to Mayor Madeline Rogero and founder of Honor Air Knoxville. All 4 filed paperwork appointing a treasurer for their campaign, which allows them to start raising and spending money. The deadline for people to declare a run for mayor is May 16th. On Friday morning, the new Knox County leaders will be officially sworn in.